Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's news bulletin. Here are the headlines of the day. Giving a mega push to make in India, Prime Minister Modi takes sortie on indigenous Tejas aircraft in Bengaluru. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma launched machineries and equipments to Meghalaya Police Department. KHADC is looking to replicate some of the best practices of the Bhutan government. Goods trains would make commodities cheaper and would not be a threat to the existence of the indigenous people, says Miralbon's aim. And Battle of Mines, Indian Army Quiz 2023 to commemorate the 25th year of Kargil Vijay Diwas celebration. In Karnataka, giving a mega push to make in India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took a sortie in the indigenous light combat aircraft Tejas in Bengaluru today. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said that his experience of flying in Tejas was incredibly enriching and significantly bolstered his confidence in the country's indigenous capabilities. It has left him with a renewed sense of pride and optimism about the nation's potential, he added. The Prime Minister was on a brief visit to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in Bengaluru to review the progress achieved in the production of light combat aircraft Tejas. A historic day for Meghalaya Police Department as Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, in the presence of Preston Tingsong, Deputy Chief Minister, on Friday flagged off 180 bikes, 80 boleros and 6 cranes. During the program, computers and traffic management equipment were also distributed. The launching program of the machinery and equipment by the state government of Meghalaya handed over to the Meghalaya Police Department is to strengthen the policing services towards the public in the state of Meghalaya.
This must be and is the largest single order and flagging off and vehicles being provided or being bought by the police department in the entire history of the police department in the state of Meghalaya. And I'm sure that this will be a big boost to the overall infrastructure and the setup and the logistics that are required to provide good policing. And I wish them the very best.
The KHADC is looking to replicate some of the best practices of the Bhutan government in the management and protection of the environment. While speaking to reporters after the meeting with the delegation of the Centre of Bhutan and GNH Studies here on Friday, KHADC CAM Pinyat Singh's aim said that they have always been impressed about how Bhutan has managed to preserve and protect the environment without stopping the growth engine to advance. He said that they have tried to highlight to the delegation from Bhutan how the council functions within the framework of the Indian Constitution. Meanwhile, the Centre of Bhutan and GNH Studies researcher Kancho Dema said that they have learned a lot about the judicial power of the land tenure system of the indigenous tribe here.
Te kani ka jing kendu ka jongi bat ki kalong ba ki wan ban kwa ban tip kham banya shushu bai de ki jing trekam jong ki EDC hang ni pot Meghalaya te kham tam ki EDC ki bai de ka benta bai de kariti ka dustur nadu ka sinshar khadar tanrai ka bingidan ilai kran ru shpam ka jing yade ba ka khoi ka suba ka solid waste management nang tang nilai kran ru habai day but ka yok ka kot jong ki EDCs.
Nongpo MLA Mirabon's aim said goods trains would make commodities cheaper and would not be a threat to the existence of the indigenous people of the state. While speaking to reporters, AIM said that goods trains are needed, but there is a need to have legislation such as the Inner Line Permit and the Meghalaya Residence Safety and Security Act. He said that talks have been held with the stakeholders and pressure groups to reach a consensus on the railway project. It may be mentioned that the state government is exploring the idea of connecting the Jainta Hills with railways after years of opposition to the project to run goods and passenger trains through and from capital Shillong.
We should welcome goods train services. The reason it will ease down price rise and other issues within the state, easy communication and all. On record, I would like to say that why we are pushing for Meghalaya Residence Safety Security Act, why we are pushing for Inner Line Permit, for the safety of our own people. Goods train is very needed, we need in our state, but at the same time, we have to position ourselves with certain legislation, certain act, so that we can protect the indigenous people of our state also.
The District Horticulture Office of Southwest Karo Hills organized a vibrant honey festival at Melim Playground under Rera Para CNRD block on Friday, showcasing the thriving beekeeping community in the region. The event was held as part of the Mission for Horticulture Integrated Development of Horticulture. Arman C.H. Momin, BDO of Rera Para CNRD block, graced the festival as the chief guest. The festival brought together beekeepers from the Melim cluster and local residents, fostering a sense of community and celebration, the passion for beekeeping. The Honey Festival not only celebrated the rich tradition of beekeeping but also highlighted the ongoing support and collaboration between the government and beekeepers. The ruling NPP on Friday nominated two women candidates, Cabinet Minister Ampreen Lingdo and sitting Tura MP Agatha Sangma, for the two parliamentary seats in Meghalaya. Ampreen will contest the Shillong seat, while Agatha will seek to retain Tura. While speaking to the media, NPP nominee for the Shillong parliamentary seat, Dr. Ampreen Lingdo said that she is grateful that the party thinks that two women candidates will be well matched to represent a matrilineal state in the parliament.
Women candidates will be well matched to represent the state, a matrilineal state in parliament. For Agatha, she's an experienced hand. She has a lot of MLAs who will be helping her to win this election. Her chances are far more greater than mine. Having said that, try to make the best that I can. I just have one thing to tell the people of one Shillong parliamentary seat. If you think I'm fit to be your candidate and represent you in parliament, I will surprise you.
In William Nagar's Kusim Kolgray area, a gas cylinder explosion occurred at around 11:25 a.m. on Saturday, which led to a devastating fire engulfing 3 shops. There are no reports of casualties or injuries at the time of filing this report. Emergency services, including the fire brigade, swiftly responded to the incident and successfully contained the flames and prevented further damage. The affected shops have suffered significant losses in the aftermath of this incident. The Office of the Senior Dairy Officer, West Jainta Hills, celebrated the National Milk Day at Joai Dairy Plant Compound, Mura Long Joai. Additional Deputy Commissioner B. Blah was the chief guest. Speaking on the occasion, ADC B. Blah emphasized the significance and essential role of consuming milk, underlining its nutritional importance and benefit. To enhance awareness among students regarding the importance of milk consumption, the office had conducted quiz, essay and drawing competitions. Meghalaya's Nambi Marak reached the semi-finals of MasterChef Season 8. She was the first person from the state to have achieved the feat on a national program. Mara, who hails from West Khasi Hills, has reached the semi-final amidst tough competition from other creative chefs across the country. Mara expressed her happiness and said that MasterChef is a huge brand name and a huge platform to showcase culinary heritage.
And so much to document. Our culture is such that, basic simple things have been forgotten. So I think anyone who's got interest in cooking, I think they should fully get into it, because I was just a rookie cook, and now this has become my passion, and learning so much about your culture through food is something that has been an amazing discovery for me. And I just want to encourage anyone who's interested in cooking and who has a love for eating food and cooking food. I think they should just go all out and dive into it.
G.D. Goenka Public School, Siliguri and National English School Baguyati will represent the Eastern Command of the Indian Army in the national finals at the Sam Manekshaw Centre in New Delhi, to be held on December 3, 2023. The two schools had won the semi-finals of the Battle of Minds, a national-level quiz competition conducted by the Indian Army, which was held at the David Hall of the Army Public School, Shillong, under Headquarter 101 area. 12 teams comprising both boys and girls in the age group of 10 to 16 years participated in the well-contested rounds. The Indian Army has embarked on a remarkable initiative called Battle of Minds Indian Army Quiz 2023, commemorating the 25th year of Kargil Vijay Diwas celebration. And now for the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 20.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 9.8 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 46%, while it was 50% in the evening. And the forecast says dry weather with a shallow to moderate fog is very likely at isolated places. And before we wind up, here's the headlines once again. Giving a mega push to make in India, Prime Minister Modi takes sortie on indigenous Tejas aircraft in Bengaluru. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma launched machineries and equipments to Meghalaya Police Department. KHADC is looking to replicate some of the best practices of the Bhutan government. Goods trains would make commodities cheaper and would not be a threat to the existence of the indigenous people, says Marylebone's aim. And Battle of Minds Indian Army Quiz 2023 to commemorate the 25th year of Kargil Vijay Diwas celebration. And with that, viewers, we've come to the end of today's edition of the News Bulletin. Do join us back tomorrow at the same time. Good night.